Good evening, everyone. I'd like to welcome you all to the December 16th, 2025 meeting of the West Richland City Council. I'll go ahead and call it to order at 6 p.m. And before we get started, I'll ask our clerk, Stephanie, to read the hybrid meeting ground rules and then call the roll for the council.
Tonight's meeting will be held in person with a virtual meeting component. If you are participating virtually, please make sure the name shown at the bottom of your video view is the name you would like the mayor to use. You can change this by right-clicking on your video view and selecting Rename. Audience members present in the council chambers will be called upon first during public comment periods. Those participating remotely should virtually raise their hand if they wish to speak. To virtually raise your hand, click on Participants and then click on Raise Hand. If you are participating by phone only, press *9 to raise your hand. Please limit comments to 3 minutes. All right, roll call. Brent Gary?
Here.
Richard Bloom?
Here.
Fred Brink?
Here, attending virtually.
David Fetto?
Here.
Fran?
Present.
John Smart?
Here.
Ben Stoker?
Here.
And Councilmember Hayes asked to be excused this evening.
I have a motion to excuse Councilmember Hayes this evening.
So moved.
Second.
Second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Motion carried. Thank you, council. And it'll be my honor to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance this evening for my last time. So if you please rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. It was actually Councilmember Bloom's turn, but I stole his glory and I changed the script for me this evening. Council, we have the agenda, that is updated agenda before you. Are there any other changes to our agenda this evening? Hearing none, may I have a motion to approve the amended agenda?
I move to approve the amended agenda.
Second. Motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Motion carries unanimous. Thank you, council. We do not have any presentations this evening, so that leads us to the consent agenda, which will include the payment of the bills, approve the minutes of the regular meeting December 2nd, 2025, Resolution 5125 authorizing the mayor to execute amendment number 3 to wholesale water agreement with City of Richland. Motion authorizing the mayor to execute amendment number 3 to the General Sewer System Plan Engineering Services Contract with JUB. Motion authorizing Public Works Director to execute a Department of Ecology SFY 2025-2027 Municipal Stormwater Capacity Building Grant. Motion authorizing the mayor to execute the TIB APP grant for Bombing Range Road Overlay Project. Motion authorizing the mayor to sign the Spectrum Business Service Order. And Resolution 5525, surplus of police vehicle. Ordinance 2825 related to the speed limit on Rupert Road and Wu Avenue. Ordinance 2925 related to where parking is prohibited at all times. Resolution 5625 waiving competitive bid requirements for wastewater treatment plant access road emergency repairs, as from our last week's little adventure. Is there anyone from the audience who would like to speak to the consent agenda this evening? Seeing no one in-house, virtually, if you would like to speak to the consent agenda, raise your virtual hand or *9 on your phone to be recognized. I see no one virtually. Stephanie, do you? Council, may I have a motion to approve the consent agenda this evening?
I move to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second. Motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Motion carries. Thank you, council. This brings us to our first opportunity for citizen public comment for items that are not on the agenda this evening. And if you would wish to provide comments, please come to the podium, state your name and residence, city and residence, and please limit your comments to 3 minutes. And do remember that council cannot respond to questions during this comment period. Sir. Yeah, best thing to do, Chuck, is to go ahead and just submit those to Stephanie, and she can go ahead and scan them and send them out by way of email of everybody, or else she can pass them out while you're talking.
Copy them off, they can pass out now. So it can make sense.
Appreciate you saving taxpayer dollars, so we don't have to do that there, Chuck.
Once in a while. This is the worst flood I've seen in 30 years. And I believe quite a bit of the elevation because of the underside fold.
Thank you.
And of course, it's sad. The first page is the old exit wound in the stormwater drainage out of the United States. You go to the back page, it's a further part from this issue. If you look at the pictures very well, it's taken in time, but it shows black water crossing the wastewater treatment road. The only reason there's black water there, there's a 2 foot to 2.5 foot differential in elevation from one side to the other. You take a cross section of the drainage, they don't fix those 46 crosses. You only have 2 3-foot culverts. That gives you 7 foot surface area of drainage, and you have 100-foot width of cross section in the drainage. That's why there's an elevation difference. If that was repaired, that culvert was replaced, a small, I don't know what they call it, a C channel or an actual bridge, it spanned 35, 40 feet. You wouldn't have this, and you wouldn't be replacing damaged ground going to the wastewater treatment plant. You could also access the wastewater treatment plant during most all moderate floods. What this does, that backs up 2 feet of water on all the other residents. I realize they're county residents, they're still humans, and they deserve some kind of thoughtful consideration. The first page, the grades you see there, that's where the stormwater used to boil out of the ground when it was exceeding the quantity that could be pushed into the aquifer from the United States. If the white spots you see there are paint, there's already paint poured into it. If you stand 3 to 5 feet from that culvert and that grate, you can hear the aquifer run. It's not like you're putting water into the ground, it's into the aquifer. When the city got their grant to put infiltration trenches up around the states, they did not finish the job. This is a huge, I don't know, health issue to me. This is about less than a half a mile above my house. My well's only 20 foot deep. The river flooded. Guess where it went? Doesn't take Einstein to figure it out. The nastiest river in the state of Washington is pouring into my well.
So what I'm going to ask you to do, Chuck, is go ahead and come back at the second opportunity of public comment and pick up where you left off. We've got your 3 minutes now.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. Anyone else this evening?
Cameron, Washington, and I just wanted to run it across all of you because how there's gonna be a new year, you make consideration of actually praying or you have meetings. Thank you.
Thank you for comments. Anyone else in house? Seeing no one, do we have anyone virtually who'd like to make comment to council this evening? Please raise your virtual hand or *9 to be recognized. I see no one virtually. Stephanie, do you?
I do not see anyone, no.
Well, we'll go ahead and move on to ordinance, resolutions, motions, and public hearings. Public hearing for stormwater easement vacation 004-2023 for Sean Investments, AFN 2015-015984. And that's items 8A and B for that resolution regarding that stormwater easement vacation. We'll have our planner, Alicia Ransom. She'll present staff report this evening. Alicia, floor is yours.
Vacation is this morning and originally applied for a recent vacation back in 3. We at the time the stormwater easement was serving as the actual stormwater facility at that time out of the main basin SR224 project, those facilities have been moved to another location. The easement was originally supported on the face of the plat of Belmont Place. And then the property in question is located at the corner of Belmont and Southwest Corner. The easement was routed out to the viewing agency, so we received no should be retained. Additionally, the public works include the vacation of the easement prior to processing. Staff recommends something that we did.
Thank you. So I will go ahead and open the public hearing at 6:11. If anyone in-house would like to make comment to this agenda item, please come to the podium and state your name and address for the record. I see no one in-house. Virtually, if you're *9 by phone, or raise your virtual hand to be recognized to comment on this agenda item this evening. I do not see anyone. Stephanie, do you?
I do not.
Go ahead and close the public hearing at 6:11. And council is, may I have a motion?
I move to pass resolution 5225 authorizing the vacation of a stormwater easement as shown on AFN 2015-015984 for file VACA 004-2023.
Second.
Motion is second. Council, any questions that weren't previously answered in the staff report this evening? Councilmember Bloom?
Yes, I sent to comment in last week questioning the suggestion of vacating this easement because it appeared that it was originally intended to be the drainage for Belmont. So I guess in the response that Mr. Slade sent back to me, in which you just provided in the staff report, was this actually being used as drainage for Van Giesen?
So no, that swale originally, when we built that as a rural roadway up the hill, it was a small stormwater basin just for that portion of Belmont.
So I guess my concern is we haven't developed that whole section of Belmont. And, we've seen lots of other water infiltration issues. I hate to have to go back and find a place to put the water if something comes in the future. I mean, we currently have this as it's a swale right now, correct?
It's a low spot on the property is what I would say.
Okay. All right. But isn't this property also the property that has a groundwater issue?
Not at that location. I'm not aware of it, but Councilmember Bloom, this property owner approached the city back in 2023 about vacating it because it's at a commercial corner. And at that time, we weren't far enough along with the SR 224 Red Mountain project to determine what we were going to do with the storm drainage. At one point, it was going to take the storm drainage from both Van Giesen and Belmont. The site's not big enough, and so that's why we acquired the other corner, the north, for an infiltration basin. And so rather than have two sites, it was combined into one. And so when Belmont gets widened on that section, it's designed to handle all that flow plus considerable off of Rupert and Van Giesen with proper treatment meeting current standards. So this easement's no longer needed.
Bring it up as since we had a conversation. Thank you.
No other questions? A motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed, like sign. Motion carried. Thank you, council. Moving on to items 8C and D, as well as E, are a public hearing and an ordinance and a resolution regarding access utility easement vacation. And again, that is for vacation 005-2025. We'll go ahead and ask Alicia to present her staff report this evening.
Previously approved by city council.
Sorry to interrupt. I don't think that that microphone is working. Can we try and troubleshoot really quick?
Double Jeopardy time when they play the music. Do, 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 do. Alicia, if you'd like to go ahead and go over there to Roscoe or Eric's microphone.
Okay, this is a reprocessing of an easement vacation that was previously approved by council. There's both the access and the utility easement. And the property owner received the paperwork and did not manage to record it within the required time that's required in both the ordinance and the resolution, which is 30 days. The property is 4418 Kiger Road, and it's Kiger First Subdivision, Lot 5. And they're looking to vacate the 33-foot access easement and the 10-foot utility easement on the east side of the property. Again, as this is a reprocessing, we've already determined that this serves no purpose that the city needs, and that the Public Works Department has approved the vacation, as well as we received no comments from reviewing agencies regarding it. One thing that the mayor did want us to note in the staff report is that the reprocessing is done at the applicant's cost. So no additional staff time all staff time was compensated for this processing. Staff recommends that the easements be vacated.
Thank you, Alicia. Appreciate that. With that, we'll go ahead and open that public hearing up at 6:17. If you'd like to provide comment, please come to the podium, state your name and residency for the record. We'll start with people in house here first. Seeing no one in house. Virtually, *9 if you're on a phone, or raise your virtual hand to make public comment in regards to this agenda item this evening. I see no one virtually. Stephanie, do you?
Not see anyone, no.
Thank you. We'll go ahead and close the public hearing at 6:18. And ordinance 3025, access easement vacation 005-2025. Council, do I have a motion, please?
I move to pass ordinance 3025, authorizing the vacation of a 33-foot access easement for file VACA 005-2025. I move to pass resolution 5325, authorizing the vacation of a portion of the 33-foot utility easement for file VACA 005-2025.
I have a motion for both.
Second.
Oh, you were the motion, don't you? And then Council, well, you rattled off a couple of them for me. With that, Council, any comments or questions of staff in regards to that? Alicia, next or Councilman Bloom.
Yeah, just, is this the same ordinance number we did before? Is it a repeat, or did we have to vacate the previous ordinance? I'm just wondering.
So the way that it's written in the ordinance is that if it's null and void, if it's not recorded within the time
Okay,
specified
so
in the
the
ordinance
other one just
resolution.
expired. All right, thank you.
Favor say aye.
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 Opposed, like sign. Motion carried. Thank you, Council. For the next agenda item, I will go ahead and turn it over to Stephanie.
Right, thank you. Council, before you is Resolution 5425. This resolution recognizes Mayor Brent Gary for 16 years of dedicated service to the city of West Richland, including 4 years as a council member and 12 years as the mayor from 2014 through 2025. During Mayor Gary's tenure, the city experienced a period of significant growth and advancement. Under his leadership, West Richland completed major capital and infrastructure projects that strengthened core services, improved public safety, and enhanced quality of life for residents. These efforts included new municipal and public safety facilities, long-term water and utility improvements, roadway and transportation investments, and key community partnerships and amenities. Beyond these visible projects, Mayor Gary's most lasting impact has been on the organization itself. As a local business owner, he consistently emphasized the importance of supporting city employees. He championed a family-first workplace culture and led efforts to modernize compensation, benefits, and workplace policies to remain competitive and compassionate. His leadership during the COVID-19 pandemic reflected these values, with policies focused on employee wellness, flexibility, and support rather than punitive measures. Additional initiatives improved retirement options, leave policies, labor agreements, and professional recognition across the organization. Collectively, these actions strengthened employee morale, improved retention, and reinforced the city's ability to serve the community effectively. This resolution is a formal expression of the city's appreciation for Mayor Gary's leadership and commitment to the residents and the employees of West Richland. Staff recommends adoption of resolution number 5425. Oh, do I have a motion?
I move to approve Resolution 5425, honoring Mayor Brent Gary for his 16 years of dedicated public service and recognizing his leadership, achievements, and commitment to the employees and residents of West Richland.
Is there anyone from the audience who would like to comment on this resolution? Seeing no one in house, is there anyone online who would like to comment? Again, seeing no one, I can turn it back over to Mayor Gary to call for the vote.
Well, I hate to bang my own drum, but council, do I have a motion? You got a motion ready, all right? All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed, never mind. Thank you, council. And all of the things that that Stephanie talked about was because of all you council members, which totaled 18 council members that have served under me over the course of my career here. So either I was too hard on them or they didn't want to have anything to do with it. I don't know, but it's all of the council members that make the difficult decisions. It's the staff that are the real heroes. The staff, all of the work could be senior staff, everybody in the field, everybody from the janitor clear up to the senior old man over there, Roscoe Slade. Well, I guess it's yeah. You know, it's all of the team that makes this work. It's a team effort here. I spoke with Council Member-elect Cole earlier this week, and we talked about the teamwork that makes the success of this city. It's not me. I just happen to be the guy who delegates. I delegate quite well, and ask my wife; she will attest to that. So I just want to make sure that everybody understands it's the team that makes this a working deal, and it's a family. I have a family first work ethic. I make sure that all of our employees are taken care of, and whatever comes family, that comes in front of everything else. I feel if you have whatever religion you may choose, your family, and then come to work and give me 8 hours a day, we're good. So with that, I appreciate the honor. Thank you, Ben. So we'll go ahead and move on. We do not have any unfinished business, but we do have some new business this evening. Tonight, council members Bloom, Smart, and Stoker, as well as council member-elect Cole, will complete their oaths of office. So gentlemen, if you'd meet me up in front here, we will go ahead and go through the process, and then we'll step over to the photo booth and put the quarter in and get a couple of shots.
Or at least the next 4 years.
Next week or two. Well, yeah, since we have a broke mic, we're gonna have to come up.
All right.
And the button.
This is, you're the button holder?
Yeah.
I can hold. Oh, yeah, okay. We usually do it right over here. Are you good? This is my last hurrah, so you
Go
can,
stand
you
up
can,
there.
you can tune me up one more time. All right, so if you would please raise your right hand. I state your name, do solemnly swear
Swear.
that I support the Constitution of the United States
Support the Constitution of the United States.
and the Constitution and laws of the state of Washington,
Constitution, laws of the state of Washington.
and faithfully and impartially
Faithfully and impartially
perform and discharge the duties of council member
perform and discharge council member
according to the law to the best of my ability.
according to the law.
Congratulations.
Okay, we do leave stand, and we draw that over the top, yeah. Right, so hold high straight. Can you like it yet? Open your eyes. Smile. Congratulations. Thank you. I am smiling. You already ate. Where's the cream? Oh, no. Well. I'll get a record.
Mayor Cole, would you please come up and
Yeah.
introduce yourself to our sister and brother council members? That's next month. That's next month. You're welcome.
Condolences.
You're still with us too, pal.
Yeah, well, I'm numb.
Congratulations.
So Mayor-elect Brink, we certainly miss you this evening, but I will come back the first council meeting of your gaveling days and be honored to swear you in to your office. So looking
Well,
forward.
thank you very much, Mayor Gary, and I will be honored to have you do that.
Yeah, very good. So Denise, you have one more Tuesday night that I will not be in time for dinner. All righty. Now I gotta find out where I was at. Oh, goodness sakes, did I leave all my paperwork somewhere? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to our second citizen public comment. So if you'd like to pick up where you left off, Mr. Shealy, you can go ahead and go over to that microphone right there. And if you just hold it in your hand and push the button. Apologies for the hiccup there. And you've got another 3 minutes, sir.
Okay. No, I got it. I can do two things at once. The pictures I brought you, the first one on the first page is the actual grate. And you can see somebody's already poured paint into our water supply, into our aquifer. I'd love to see the city Just come out with a backhoe or a mini, pop the grate, the harness for the grate, the support for the grate, and dump 3 or 4 yards of dirt into it, and it'd be gone. We won't have any more contamination. It's very frustrating for that to be. I'm not blaming anybody. Then the other pictures show your mosquito breeding lagoon that's still there. It will never go away until the concrete dam is taken out of the drainage down at the golf course on the far east edge of the golf course. And Councilman Smart, I've sent you the 63 pages of federal guidance on that says that's not to be done. Neither the driving range nor the dam should have been put in without a permit or without guidance. Not guidance, excuse me, engineering. Same difference. Anyway, I hope, since I couldn't get Muhammad to go to the mountain, I tried to take pictures of the mountain and bring it to the Muhammad. I would appreciate some serious consideration. This has to do with life and death and health and safety and stuff. I would love, that last picture shows the amount of water that was dammed up on the west side of North 46th Avenue. That's what created the whitewater on the east side, is a 2 to 2.5 foot drop. I firmly believe if a small bridge was put in, it only had to be 30 or 40 feet wide, it would eliminate, not all the flooding, obviously, but eliminate a ton of the damage. If you take 2 foot off that floodplain, everything would be dry. The water would stay in the drainage like it's supposed to. The drainage has now been dammed up at the golf course twice and dammed up with North 46th Avenue. But that's all I had. Thank you.
Anyone else in-house? Okay. Seeing no one else in-house, anyone virtually like to address council this evening? Star 9 on your phone or raise your virtual hand to be recognized. I see no one else virtually. Stephanie, do you? Okay. Then we'll go ahead and move on to staff council announcements and reports. Senior staff, do you have anything for us this evening? Wow. Hurry up and get through the week so we can get on with Christmas, right? All right, very good. Moving on to council comments, reports. We'll go ahead, Councilmember Bloom.
Well, last Thursday, we had a noisy Ben Franklin Transit Board meeting. Many accusations are floating around. I can confirm that at least 1 or 2 are incorrect, but we will proceed with that issue again. I guess the Mr. Shealy's comments brings up items from Roscoe. During the 96 flood, we lost a little bridge that went out to the sewer plant. Is there a culvert under what we have there? Is that, or is that a blockage?
In here in 96, but no, it was the sewer used to gravity flow to the treatment plant.
No, the roadway, or there was no?
I don't know. I just know that the gravity sewer line broke in the 96 flood. And what you have there is our lift station that lifts it up into the plant when we expanded the plant in 2008. That's outside the floodplain. And we built that bridge up and over so that that flow that comes through that slough there, it doesn't catch debris. It's up high enough and we pump out to the plant.
And then last but not least, I'll share it by email, but I'm drawing a blank on name. I have a picture of Fox Island during the flood, and much of the, much to my dismay, it didn't cut through the full Fox Island. All it did was flood Fox Island. It didn't recut the channel. And for those that don't realize it, next to the golf course or next to the Gateway Park, as you look out at the trees to your left, that's Richland, because Fox Island is in Richland, and the Yakima River used to be on this side of the island. And one of my goals as part of the Yakima Basin Fish and Wildlife Recovery Board was actually maybe, and we'll see what happens after the flood, but hopefully that Fox Island will become an island again rather than a landlocked mosquito breeding ground that it is. But I just thought it was kind of interesting. My memory is coming back. Adam File sent me these pictures, and I'll forward the pictures on, showing what's happening with Fox Island. And possibly we might think, I'll talk with the Benton County Conservation District, but we might look at getting some money with floodplains by design to actually relieve some of that pressure, which might, help the water go down the river. It's kind of interesting because I was looking at the 96 flood statistics, and the river during the 96 flood did almost 40,000 cubic feet per second at Kiona. This one was only at 30. So I can't imagine, it was 4 feet higher, but I can't imagine what that flood was like. I was in Denver at the time, so I was not here for the 96 flood, but that's a lot of water. But okay, thank you.
Hey, Councilmember Bloom, Councilmember Moran.
Thank you. We have one more meeting for the Benton Franklin Council of Governments for this year, and that is going to be this Friday at 10 a.m. It is again hybrid, so you can watch either in person or you can watch on Zoom. So I hope you'll be able to watch if you would like, because we are going to be voting on the representatives for the different types of cities, small cities, large cities, county. And I believe we're also going to be voting on the executive board for that. Other than that, I would like to say again, welcome, Councilmember-elect Cole. I appreciate you joining and looking forward to the next year. So, yeah. Thanks, everyone.
Beto?
Thank you. I just want to say thank you, Mr. Mayor. Our last official meeting together, you brought me into city services, it's like 11 years ago with Planning Commission, encouraged me to get involved, and I appreciate everything you've done for me, and we'll miss you behind the dais.
Councilmember Smart?
Yes, so on the topic of the flood, I have been reminding people that when we have a flood of this size, there's a lot of debris that gets flushed down the Yakima River. And sadly, some of that debris has actually folks have met their a fatality because of it, right? Because of the barbed wire fences and things like that with waterlogged posts. So I just want to, I'll try to make this warning again in May when people start using the river for recreation, but just be aware that you can't see through that Yakima River water usually, and there are hazards, monster trees, snags, barbed wire, who knows what. So please keep your kids, out of the river until it clears up, or they're I don't know what to say. I don't want people not to use the Yakima River, but the hazards are lying underneath that surface, so please be aware. And I'll just add my thanks to Mayor Brent Gary. It's been a pleasure most of the time. I think we've agreed far more often than we have disagreed.
We agree to disagree, that's all.
And
fine.
that is absolutely fine. I really appreciate that. So it's been,
Thank you for your input and your wisdom as well.
it has been an honor. So thank you.
might even be a car in that river, but I think they got it out.
Yeah. Well, there could be a few more by now. Who knows? I saw some very large pieces of stuff going down that river. They were going so fast that I went across the bridge and it was just like zooming down there. I thought, boy, don't want to get snagged on that. So
Some of those plastic dumpsters
Exciting.
made it into the river there.
Yeah.
On boat race 2025.
oh, right.
Right. All right. Mayor-elect Fred Brink. Floor is yours, sir.
All right, thank you, Mr. Mayor. The only thing I would like to add too is just to recognize your decade and a half of commitment to the city. Your leadership has had an outstanding impact on West Richland, and it really has been my sincere pleasure to work with you as a council member and as Mayor Pro Tem. So I will just end it by passing on a traditional naval blessing, which is often cited in nautical get-togethers, that I wish you fair winds and following seas in all your future endeavors. Thank you much, Mayor Gary.
Thank you, Mayor-elect Brink. I appreciate that very much. And I'm sure I will sail off into the sunset with a lot of things to do, right? I don't know what I'm going to do with my time. I'm kind of a tinker. I got to be busy. I think Denise might leave a couple of notes on the tables. I have graduated to do the laundry, even colors now. Yeah, so it's gonna be a change, but I'll be around. You might see a bogus name on the virtual list there, see, but no, I really appreciate all of you people, what you do, staff, all the employees, 85 employees in this little city. You've got our sister cities, we've got hundreds of employees. And you look and see what we do with 85 employees is absolutely phenomenal. It's amazing. It really is. But you've got challenges ahead of you, council. Every budget year becomes a little bit more difficult. And our sister cities, with the big general funds that they have, are facing the same things. Our counties are facing the same things. Our state has the same issues. We have personally in our households have issues budget-wise and costs and taxes and everything else. But you can't sail the ship without fuel. Is that the way you do it, or is that nuclear talk, Mayor-elect? But yeah, there's going to be some potential difficult decisions that are going to come to you this next budget cycle. So think real hard and look what is the best for the city as a whole, and make those difficult decisions. No one likes to have to say that somebody else is going to have to pay $1 more or 50 cents more or sometimes $10 more. But if you want to continue the level of service that we have in this community, you're going to have to make those decisions, and they're not going to be easy. But I don't think we want to take the level of service away from our citizens because they've grown to expect the quality of life they have here in this community. So I wish you luck in your adventure. My number is going to be unlisted for the future budget cycle, but my door is always open, and you can reach out to me anytime you might have any questions. So thank you again for 16 years of bliss enjoyment. And Denise, I'll be home in time for dinner from here on out. Except for next week. Yeah, next week. All right. Thank you very much. And with that, we will go ahead and adjourn this meeting at 6:43.
Well, now tied.
Now, yeah.